Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
Okay, so here's my experience. Like many, I learned to do Amazon FBA through YouTube. And then I also learned the basics by taking a class, a legit class from Private Label Masters. During product research, I saw a 2-compartment eyewear case on Alibaba and was curious about the eyewear case. I noticed eyewear cases haven't been updated. I checked Amazon and I looked up eyewear cases. And you might even have noticed it for yourself, but they still look like the cases our grandparents used from the 80s. Clamshell, and it's the kind that would pinch your finger if you close them, and they only fit one. And then I also noticed that the competition allowed you to only carry either one pair or 5. And I was like, that's crazy. Why not 2? It's more practical. So I bought a sample of the 2-compartment eyewear case and found that it only fit my flat face glasses, which are more for reading glasses because it's thin framed and flat. But the case did not fit my curved face glasses, which are more for sunglasses and thicker frames. So I tested out a handful of manufacturers till I finally found one that could improve the size and material. I wanted to see if there was a demand, so I tried to sell it in 2022, and I saw that there was a demand. I took customer feedback, and I improved the case in 2023. In 2022, I just tested it with 500 units, and it sold out. 2023 was all about research and development. It took a year because I was also looking for a manufacturer who could lower the cost of goods so that I could have higher profit margins. And then in 2024, I launched again, and there was definitely a demand, so much so that I ran out of supply earlier than expected and was out of stock for 2 months in the summer, which is why my average monthly net is a little low. But it just proves that there is a demand for a 2-compartment case that fits not only reading glasses, but sunglasses. There is also one other case out there that is a 2-compartment case, but it only fits reading glasses, flat-faced glasses.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
Simply put, I have no capital. My family experienced some difficulties, and the money I made, I had to put towards the mortgage rather than towards the business. But also, it was never the goal to keep it. I just wanted to test it, make a profit, then sell it so that I can work on other projects. I just didn't see myself selling it, this early. But, that's the way, that's the way life goes.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
Honestly, after the initial legwork, I was pretty uninvolved because I was distracted by other projects. I kind of just did the whole method of forget it and set it. The only time I did put work was when I had to replenish stock, which probably takes 45 minutes. But in the beginning, I say I put in about 2 to 3 hours just working on my listing. my PPC and observing everything, working on the pictures. Yeah, it's a pretty passive way, but if you put in a little bit more time, a little bit more care, I'm sure the results will also grow.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
This has so much potential. As I said, I did the forget it and set it method, but here's what I would do if I had the capital. Refresh the pictures so that it could reflect a more luxurious lifestyle. Provide more trending colors, update the listing, update PPC methods. I've been using same listing and PPC methods since 2022, and I have not changed it. I know it's embarrassing. I would also implement A+ content. You could try wholesaling. The possibilities are endless.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
The basics, Amazon policy changes that may affect listings or fees, which is pretty normal, but it's been manageable. Also, supply chain disruptions that could impact inventory. I have not had any problems with the supply chain. Maybe most of the time it's just a delay in inventory or in the shipping, but nothing detrimental.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
I am willing to support this buyer until they're comfortable. Maybe that'll take 3 months. Maybe that'll take 6 months after the sale. I try to respond within 2 to 3 hours via email or text, and I'm willing to do weekly phone calls. But we can discuss that schedule or my availability.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out agreement?
I'm open to discussing the terms and find a win-win situation for both of us.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
With some capital and a whole lot more of attention that I put in, and like I said, I barely put any hours in, this is a turnkey business with strong product market fit, requiring minimal hands-on work to maintain profitability. I think it's a great opportunity for someone looking for passive income or a first-time e-commerce business owner or even an experienced seller wanting to add a niche brand to their portfolio. There's a lot of room for expansion and it's a stable foundation. I think it's a very smart investment for the right buyer.
All right, everyone, thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.